Alright guys, welcome back to my 2-week review, plus look what I finally got in the mail. I believe this is the Bobcat 300. I'm about to find out. So what we're going to do is unbox this puppy right here. These guys here are not sponsoring me. Neither is Bobcat. Bobcat, not really happy with. One thing I will say with the Bobcat is if you want that product, you will probably end up waiting at least 9 to 10 months, 8 to 10 months. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. 8 to 10 months for this thing. Don't expect it any sooner. And with the way crypto's going, 10 months is a nightmare for one of these things. But anyhow, we're gonna do an unboxing. I'm also going to do a grin review and an MWC crypto review on the Ipollo Mini. Also, Bobcat 300 is not through these guys. It's actually through the original site. So I want to make sure that these guys have nothing to do with the Bobcat 300. Okay, so give me 1 minute and we will get started. Okay, guys, I'm back. All right. So, what we're going to be talking about today is one, the Grin prices, MWC prices. Both of these, both of these can actually be mined on the Ipollo Mini, which is something most people don't know about. In this particular case, I'm going to go ahead and cover the prices on those, why I'm actually mining one versus the other, and we'll go from there. And also, I'll give you an update as to what I'm making right now. Also, if you decide you want to get an Ipollo and mine either one of these coins, that's not a problem. These guys right here can have it to you within 2 to 3 weeks. It took me, they told me about 3 weeks after they ship, which they said they ship 1 to 5 days. They were in a lockdown in China in their city, and they were still able to give me my Ipollo Mini. So just thought I'd let you know. Anyhow, let's get started, guys. Let's go ahead and go into the main cam right quick, and at that point we'll start with the current MWC right here. Oops, this coin right here. Actually, you know what? Let's go with Grin first, and I'll explain why I'm not actually doing that one just yet. Okay. Here we go. Let's go ahead and come over here. All right. Now, if you look right here, that's the current price of Grin. There's a gentleman who's a YouTuber who got me into the Ipollo G1, and he was stating that you can make up to $10 a day mining Grin. This little coin right here. Now, when he did say that, I will admit, the Grin coin was at approximately $2. I believe it was about $2 per Bitcoin. Oh, I'm sorry, per Grin coin. Well, as you can see now, it's 13 cents. Even on the InHash website, it states that, unfortunately, mining Grin right now is a negative. So technically speaking, if you are mining Grin, you're actually losing money because of electricity costs and stuff. So technically, they state that the miner is not very good for that particular situation. So now, if it's a Grin miner, why would they sell it? Well, it was on sale for $4.99, which I got 2 of them. Now it's actually InHash now has it at $5.19. If you go to the Ipollo website, you're looking at approximately about $899 still, or pretty close to it. They may have dropped their prices some, but it's still way more expensive to buy it directly from them. Don't know why. InHash has it, and they got quality products also directly from the manufacturer. I think they're just a distributor, so when the manufacturer makes them, the distributor actually orders a certain amount, and then once they get it, then they resell it. So I guess if they buy in bulk, like hundreds of thousands of these things at a time, or maybe 20, 30,000, they probably get a discount. That's probably why they're able to sell them at a lower price. But anyhow, with that being said, this is the reason why I'm not mining Grin. Now, when I first got it, I mined Grin for the first week. I will state I did receive about $5.74 in Grin, and that was at 15 cents. Right now it's at 13. It's still dropping. I haven't cashed out on it. I'm holding it to see if it even goes up. I seriously doubt it, because Grin is similar to Dogecoin, where it constantly makes new coins every day, every second, and there's no cap on it, meaning that it'll make quadrillions of coin, and that's what's going to keep the price down and or drive it lower if nobody invests in it. To me, I do know Ethereum is similar to that. The difference is I think they make less Ethereum coins than they do Doge and Grin. Thus, the reason why Grin is went from $2. I think it was at 1.5 or $6, but then it went to $2, and that's all the way down to 13 cents. It has been holding between 13 and 15. 15 cents, you'll probably be making about $1 a day. That 2 cents different, you're like barely making it or in the negative. So, is the Ipollo G1 Mini still worth it? In this particular case, I'm going to say yes, because they got another algorithm that's based off the this particular mining algorithm, which is called Mimblewimble. Somehow got from Harry Potter, I guess. I don't know. When I first got into it about 3 weeks ago, I was at the Mimblewimble was actually at about $15. It has come down. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at that real quick, and you'll see that right now Mimblewimble is currently holding at $8.89. It was down to $7 and I think 79 or 89 cents at one point, but it started to make a comeback. Just yesterday it was at $9.70. I was like, yes, and I spoke too soon and the price dropped again. But this here will recover. The difference between this coin and Grin is this one here has a market cap of 21 million, I think, million or 21 billion. No, I think it's 21 million. Am I spitting? Oh, good lord. That seems like it's showing all my spit or something. Yeah, I am. Oh, good lord. Let me hide this. This thing's making it look like I'm spitting. There we go. Now you guys can't see my spit. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I'm getting old. I must be getting old. I spit. Oh, you still see it. No, anyhow. Mimblewimble is currently at $8.89, and it fluctuates and it changes on a daily basis. So, with that being said, is that worth mining? Well, this is where we're going to get into it. Honestly, I think this is what makes the G1 miner worth mining, because in this particular case, at $8.89, you will probably make between $10 and $15 a week on it. So you're looking at approximately 9 months to a year, depending on what the price is of this stuff is. If it rebounds back up to 15 or higher, guaranteed, this will make you about $15 to $20 per week. Actually, yeah, you probably could look at $5 a day, $35 a week. Yeah, you'll probably get it paid off faster at $15 or higher. I'm hoping it gets back up there. It started to make a recovery, but then, like I said, it withdrew on that recovery. But let's take a look and see my profits and losses. Now, remember, the Grin coin that I'm using or that I mined right now, even on the InHash website, when they show the actual hash rates and profit loss margin, it's like almost zero. You're not making no profit right now. If you are, it's minimal. The good thing is they got the Mimblewimble right here, which will actually resolve that particular issue for now. Are there any other coins? I saw 2 other coins on the Kuku2 network. This one here is the one that pays out the best when it comes to profit margins. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at where we're at today. Now, this is my second week. Okay. Yesterday, actually, it looks like it's coming back up. Over to the right, or right above me, you see where it says .408.529 MWC. That is your daily income, the estimated income. So you're looking at $3.64, but that's for 2 miners. Note, that is for 2 miners. So you got to take that and divide that in half per miner. So it $3.64, you're looking at probably $1.50, about $1.80, almost $2 a day on that. So technically, if you have one, you're probably still going to take about a year to pretty much break even. In my case, it'll probably be 6 months to break even for one year for the second one. So with that being said, let's take a look. Now, right now, if you look over in the lower left-hand corner right over here, you'll see that I got 2.97 MWC, or Mimblewimble, and that is a total of $26.51. I have $3.41 worth of Mimblewimble that I could transfer, and also I've mined an additional $2.58. So 26, 96, 99. So in 2 weeks, I've actually got $31, about almost $32 actually. About $32. $32 and some change. Now, this is for technically 2 weeks, even though I've been mining with the Ipollo for 3 weeks. Remember, the first week that I tried to mine MWC, accidentally put the wrong wallet in. Thus, about $10 of my profits went gone. It's about 1.1 Mimblewimble that's orphaned, which will never be used again. So, with that being said, for 3 weeks, we're probably looking at about $32, $35, and I still got one more week for the full month. So, you're looking probably about $40, $45 a month. If the price of Mimblewimble goes up, you're probably looking at higher profit margins. Now, this is for 2. Reminder, this is not for 1. This is for 2 Ipollo G1 minis that I'm actually mining with currently, not 1. Remember, with that being said, you got to take all of these totals and divide them by 2, okay? And then you'll get your true totals. So I don't want people thinking one Ipollo is going to get you all of this. Now, with that being said, right now, like I said, I got $3.43, but they do charge a 1% transaction fee. So I tried to get that at least 1.5 or higher on the Mimblewimble, so that I don't have what they classify in Ethereum as high gas fees. Originally, every time it got to 1 or .1, I was transferring. That was not a good idea. I found that out the hard way because, unfortunately, I'll just leave it at that for now. But anyhow, that's up. And with that being said, we now know that Mimblewimble is where you want to go if you get the G1 Ipollo G1 Mini. You can actually go to the InHash website and pick one up or 2. Now, you could actually make the full amount, $3, probably about. Oh, give me a second here. You could probably make about $3.55 per day if you buy 8 G1 miners or G1 minis, and then run all 8 of them, and it'll pretty much mine 1 per day. So you're looking at about $4 a day, probably actually more. Hold on. You're looking at about $14 a day if you were to get 8 of those. So that's where you would be on that, and from there, you would actually be okay with that, and the profit margin would be about 4 times what this is. So just let you know. And once again, the price is coming up on it, so the profit margin will be a little bit higher. With that being said, let's get this thing right here. Yeah. Let's get this thing right here opened and find out if this thing's worth getting or not. Or, find out if this thing's damaged or not. Like I said, this is what I've been waiting for 10 months for. As you see, I actually grew hair back. I got a beard now while I was waiting for this thing. It actually has grown longer at one point, but anyhow. Let's take a look and see what we get for waiting 10 months. Now, once I do the unboxing, I'm going to hook it up offline. I'm not going to show you how to hook it up, but I'm going to hook it up offline. I've already got the HNT wallet set up so that I can actually, once it starts mining, it'll transfer to that. So we're going to find out whether or not this thing, in today's value, 10 months later, is this thing still worth getting? Or is the market oversaturated? Because remember, when I first started, or when I first ordered this, there was hardly any miners in my area, and now the area is saturated. And this is going to take at least 1 to 3 days to synchronize with the network, so we're still going to have an issue. So, that being said, let's see if we can pop this puppy open. And look what I got right here. Isn't that puppy beautiful? Now, I'm not saying this is a bad miner. I don't know. I don't know what the output is on this. I don't know what the profitability is on this. I do know Voscoin was the one that got me in on this, and he was the one that convinced me to buy this. Little did I know how long it was going to take to purchase. So, with that being said, let's take a look and see what's inside. Now, note on this, there's actually no tape on this. Most new products have tape. This only had tape on the outside of this box. Now, this box here is kind of beat up. This one here looks like it's still in really good condition, so that's not too bad. So, there we go. Now, as you can see, we got this little piece of paper that says do, don't, and diagnoser. And it also, it's right here. It gives you all the information that you should not do, and what you don't want to do. It also gives you this little warning thing, troubleshooting guide, just in case something goes wrong. And then they got more information on here. Step 1, download the app. Yes, that's what they said. But hey! Now with that, you get this nice little spongy looking thing. And then you get the warranty card with the certificate. Not that that was really interesting. And to tell you the truth, this thing is pretty light. Okay. Now this one here does have tape on it, so you do know that it is definitely sealed correctly. And now I'm opening this puppy so I can take a look at the unit itself. And you probably saw unboxings before, but I'm just going to go through it anyhow, once again. Now, once again, you got that little funny logo for the Bobcat on here. On the back, right here, you got where the antenna goes. You got some sort of, I guess it's an expansion or TF card that you can put in here. Now, this is one thing I noticed nobody much talks about. I don't know what that is. I may have to look into that later and get back to you on that. But everybody did the unboxing seemed to skip over that particular thing right there. It looks like it's an SD card for expanded memory, but I'm not, or as a hard drive, I guess, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what this comm thing is. I'll have to look into that one too. It's got some sort of comm thing. Of course, right here you also have the Ethernet port, which I'm going to hook up right over here. I'm going to hook this up in the room first, and I'm going to see what kind of reception I get from this side of the house. if I don't do good on the first week, or I'll give it 2 weeks. If it doesn't do good on the first 2 weeks, then I'm going to unplug it, transfer it to the front of the house, because I believe there's more hot spots on that side of the house, but I'm not 100% sure. Right now, it looks like they're all the way around me. The other thing I'm going to note is I am in what we classify as an Adobe house, which will affect the signal for this. I will definitely let you know. Most people that are probably using these probably have a regular wood house with sheetrock and stuff, so that the signal could still get through without any interruption. In this particular case, I got an Adobe house, so my signal is probably going to be a lot more restricted if I have it inside. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to put an outside antenna on this just yet. I'm going to have to look into that, and then I'm probably, if this doesn't work out too well and I'm not getting good witnesses or good income with it, I may try upgrading the antenna. Not exactly sure how that's going to work. It's probably going to go like my GPU miner in the other room. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of parts that are incompatible with each other, and then I'm going to end up with the small stock antenna back on here again. Now, one thing they definitely tell you to do, oh, and of course you got the power cord here. One thing they do definitely tell you to do with this before you plug it in is to put the antenna on first. They said do not plug it in and then put the antenna on, because it'll damage the unit. So what you want to do is get this little rubber piece off right here. Put your stock antenna on here. Get everything set up where you want it. I would probably plug in the Ethernet second, and then lastly put in the power cord. Now, that's just my opinion. I'm not 100% sure. Gonna read the instructions a little more after I get offline. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the next thing. The antenna. Okay, first thing I noticed is you got a bunch of screws. I'm not exactly sure what that's for. I guess that's so that you can mount it somewhere. But this looks like a magnetic type antenna. And this is a heavy, well-built, heavy-duty antenna cord. Something that I was expecting to be a lot thinner and cheaper. So this is actually pretty nice antenna. Now, let me check here and see if it's got a magnetic. Oh, yeah. It's definitely a magnetic antenna, and it's got a good, strong thing. So I can actually put this in my windowsill, because most windowsills, they have that little metal strip on the outside where the sheetrock is to help, to mold the corners. So if you have one of these and you want to stick it on there, that definitely will work. So there we go. This is the antenna. Not a very long cord, so most likely, hopefully the power cord's longer, because I gotta plug it in. I gotta plug it in all the way over here and bring it around over here and then hook it up to my switch. So with that being said, let's take a look at the power cord. Ooh, I may have to readjust. Oh no, that might work. Now the power cord's not that strong. See, it's just got a little tiny cord. That looks like it might be just long enough to reach over here to over there. So I'll hook it up. I'm probably gonna plug it in behind me and my wife's picture here, and from there we'll go from there. It looks to me like that's it. You get these three things: the Bobcat, the antenna, and the power cord. Now, with that being said, and some screws just in case you want to bolt it down. I'm thinking, because this thing here you could probably mount to the wall. Hold on. Yeah, because if you want to mount it to the wall, it does have a wall mounting plate, or you can actually just have it sitting on your desk. In my case, I'm thinking I'm probably going to put it on the wall, and then plug it in. Yeah, actually, I think that would not look too bad on the wall, so I might just put it right over here, stick it on the wall and see what happens, along with these. Okay, So with that being said, I'm gonna put this back in, take a photo, and put it on the Discord, and then we'll see where we go from there. Now, I got this. And that means that in approximately 1 week, we'll take a look at our profit losses on the helium. I'll give you another update for the Mimblewimble and Grin prices and profits and losses, and we'll find out, is this overrated, or can you still earn a passive income with this? Now, approximately, according to many of the streamers, you can still make up to maybe about $20 a day on this and have this paid off in about 3 months. I'm not 100% sure on the accuracy of that. What we're going to do is find out. Once again, my Ipollos I'm pretty happy with. They're not making as much as I want them to, but any profit's better than no profits. That's what I'm looking at. And right now we're making about $4, almost $4 a day. About $12 to $15 a week for 2 miners. Remember, when I talk about the profits, I'm talking about 2 miners, not one. And the only thing I don't like about it is the length of time for the break even on it. Even though they were on sale for $4.99, I'm still looking probably about 6 months to a year for one miner, a year or more, depending on where the price of Mimblewimble goes. If the price goes up above $15, most likely I'll be able to pay both of these off in about 6 months. If the price stays where it's at or drops a little lower, then it's probably going to take more than a year to pay off. And now, when you buy something and you want a return on your investment, you want it within 6 months or less. In this particular case, I don't know until we get it started. So, with that being said, I'm going to hook it up tonight. And next week, Thursday, well, technically today is only Thursday. So I was going to do this tomorrow, but I wanted to do the unboxing, so I figured I'd just give you an update on both. So I may come back on tomorrow and give you another update showing me setting up the software side of the Bobcat. And next week we'll do our first week's review on profits and lots, whether I've gotten any witnesses. I'm hoping I get at least 1 or 2, so that way I can make something. Preferably I'd like to get more, but we'll see what happens. Now, like I said, for 2 weeks I'll have it back here. If I don't feel like I'm making anything, I'm going to try it on the other side and put it up for 2 weeks. We'll compare which side gets better reception, better witnesses, better income, let's put it that way. And at that point, the Bobcat miner will stay in that particular location. In the other room, though, there's 2 cats, so we're running a risk of actually doing damage to this unit. And I gotta tell the person that's renting from me that if there's any damage done to this, he has to pay for the damages, because warranty doesn't cover cat chewing through the cables. So we'll see what happens. It might be safer here. That's why I'm going to start it here. And if I get enough witnesses and I make enough money in the first 2 weeks, then but I'm going to do a 1 week review each week, probably for the first 6 months, and we'll see exactly how much total we're going to make with this and with all of this. And also, I'm going to try and get my GPU miner up within the next few days, within the next couple of days. I still need to order the new fiber cables so that I can get that to the network. But my main goal is just to get the unit up and running first, and then from there we'll go. So with that being said, peace out. I'm going to go back to my Shiba, which I was losing a lot of money on, and right now I'm still in the losses. So the stream will still be running. I'm going to shut this one down. I'm going to pull the 24-hour feed back online, and we'll continue watching my Shiba investment and see if I can make money or if I'm losing money. Right now, I'm still up by about $335, but it's starting to come down to where it's starting to make me worried. Maybe tomorrow on my stream, we'll go ahead and do some what we call day trading, and I'll show you how to read the lines and when to make the buys and sells for maximum profits, especially on Robinhood, because Robinhood has a higher margin of the buys and sells, which makes it a little harder to buy and sell the coins. I found that out with, especially with the Dogecoin. So we'll get with that, and tomorrow we'll go ahead and take a look at everything else. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. Thank you again. These guys aren't paying me yet, but check them out, inhash.net. I will put the link in the description on my video tomorrow. Right now, InHash is my place to go for any units that you want to buy for mining if you want to get into crypto. They have the fastest shipping and receiving times. And if you want to order something and wait for almost a year, then go ahead and by all means go to the Bobcat website. If you notice, I do not have them listed here. I got this one, took me almost a year to get it. Unless they improve their shipping and receiving, I don't think it's worth it, because imagine if they had the same kind of response time as InHash, I could have had it in 3 weeks, and then we could have a 1 year later type of conversation versus me having to wait a freaking year just to get this. Now I'm going to have to find out if it's still worth mining, because of the fact that the area is now saturated. When I had my opportunity and I bought it, there was not that many miners in this area. Apparently a lot of people were a little bit ahead of me, so they actually filled the area up. In my area, it doesn't look like it's oversaturated yet, so this might actually be the sweet spot where once I get this up and running, we're going to be good. So with that being said, until next time, peace out. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.